Okay, well, one of the first things we need to do when we start talking about buying or selling a home here in Denver is we need to figure out what your ability to buy is so that we don't overshoot the target. There's nothing worse than walking into a house that you can't afford to buy and falling in love with it. It's really a disappointment. So I like to set you up with a lender or two or three who can give you some quotes, give you some ideas on how this works, and get you pre-approved for a loan. That's because then you become a cash buyer to the seller. As a cash buyer, you can walk in and negotiate from a position of strength instead of in a position of, gee, I'd love to buy your home. Maybe I can get a loan? Can you see how that would benefit you both in the negotiation process? And that's what I'm about. Also, the other thing that you need to do is establish a relationship with a realtor. Now, I've got in the back of this relocation book we just talked about the copies of the contracts, and it talks about buyer agency and seller agency and transaction broker. A buyer agent represents you. A seller agent owes duties to the seller which include the utmost good faith, loyalty, and fidelity. Those are the exact words. And they negotiate on behalf of the seller. In other words, they're supposed to get the seller the highest price they can. Is that who you want helping you buy a house? I don't think so. I prefer the buyer agency. And so as you look at this, you'll find that, and as we go over it in person, you'll find that we have a specific relationship between us. And that's really important to me and to you, because really what you're doing is hiring someone you trust. Hopefully, that will be me.